Canada and Australia are about 14,000 kilometers apart, yet they have a lot in common. Both are powerful, highly developed countries that speak English and share a British past as constitutional monarchies. Despite their massive size, both are relatively sparsely populated. Canada has around 40 million people, while Australia has about 27 million, similar to Tokyo alone. Each country also has a unique climate. Canada is known for its long, harsh winters, while Australia is famous for its extreme heat and vast desert regions. Today, we'll explore the differences and strengths of these two countries across several key areas, including economy, demographics, cost of living, healthcare, education, and more. Let's start with demographics. Canada has around 40 million people spread across the second largest country on Earth, covering nearly 10 million square kilometers. Despite its massive size, Canada ranks only 37th in the world for population. When it comes to population density, it's one of the lowest on the planet, with just 4.2 people per square kilometer, ranking it among the top 20 most sparsely populated nations. In this regard, Australia isn't much different. Australia has even fewer people, about 27 million, living on an entire continent. While it is the sixth largest country by size, it ranks 52nd for population. Its density is even more extreme than Canada's, with only 3.5 people per square kilometer, making it one of the top 10 most sparsely populated countries on Earth. About 90% of Canada's population lives within the US border, fleeing the frozen north. Meanwhile, Australia's population hugs the coastline, particularly in the southeast, leaving the vast interior, the outback, almost entirely empty. This low population density explains a lot, from their aggressive immigration policies to the intense housing pressure in the few major cities they have, and even their unique national identities. When it comes to economics, both countries are strong, but they play different games. Canada's economy is deeply tied to the United States: trade, energy, and manufacturing. Australia, on the other hand, is plugged into the Asia-Pacific region, with trade links stretching across Asia, particularly China. In 2025, Canada's GDP was $2.28 trillion, putting it in 10th place in the world, after Russia and above Brazil. Australia's was $1.83 trillion, and they ranked 15th. But the real story is in the income per capita, GDP per capita, which reflects the wealth of the average citizen. For 2025, Canada's income per capita is roughly $55,000, ranking around 18th in the world. Australia, however, takes the lead here with a staggering $67,000 per person, placing them at 11th globally. Both countries comfortably sit in the top 20, proving they are among the wealthiest nations on Earth. By the way, if you're curious about the top 10 highest paying countries, there's a video on our channel. Go ahead and check that out as well. Since we've already touched on the economy, it makes sense to talk about the cost of living. In both countries, high incomes come with high expenses. Average monthly costs usually range between $2,000 and $3,500, and in many cases, nearly half of that goes straight to rent. Here's an interesting detail. In both Canada and Australia, around 40% of people don't own their homes. They rent. So even in wealthy countries, housing remains one of the biggest pressures on everyday life. It's also worth noting that both Canada and Australia consistently rank among the top 20 most expensive countries to live in, proving that a high quality of life often comes with a high price tag. Now let's talk about education. Both Canada and Australia have a strong global reputation in higher education, with several universities consistently ranked among the top 100 universities in the world. In Canada, the most internationally recognized university is the University of Toronto, known for its research strength and global influence. In Australia, the University of Melbourne stands out as the country's most prestigious institution, regularly appearing at the top of global rankings. When it comes to specialization, Australian universities are particularly strong in mining, engineering, and healthcare, reflecting the country's natural resources and demand for medical professionals. Canada, on the other hand, has built a strong reputation in artificial intelligence and computer science. Considering Canada's massive investments in AI research over the past decade, especially in cities like Toronto and Montreal, this focus is hardly surprising. Another important aspect worth mentioning is healthcare. Both countries perform at a very high level, but Australia holds a slight edge. It currently ranks third globally for healthcare efficiency and outcomes, while Canada follows closely in fourth place. In both countries, healthcare is publicly funded, meaning access to medical services is a given, not a privilege. When it comes to the happiness factor, according to the 2025 World Happiness Report, Australia ranks 11th in the world, while Canada sits at 18th. Both scores are still among the global elite, though it seems the sunnier lifestyle down south may be giving Australia a small advantage in overall mood. Life expectancy is also high in both countries, averaging over 80 years, well above the global average and another sign of strong living conditions. And finally, there's the green factor. Canada stands out as a natural heavyweight, with nearly 40% of its land covered in forests, often described as one of the planet's natural lungs. Australia, while more arid, still maintains around 17% green coverage, preserving vast natural landscapes across the continent. That's it for today's comparison. Canada versus Australia wrapped up. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment below and let me know. Which one comes out on top for you? And honestly, if you could pack your bags tomorrow, where would you actually choose to live? The land of kangaroos or the land of moose? Huge thanks for sticking around until the very end. If you enjoyed this, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. It really helps the channel grow. See you in the next one.